Now, this is closely related to the things that I mentioned earlier, which is what are the various sources of requirement. So an organization is subject to several things related to InfoSec, depending on what exactly it is doing as far as its security and compliance is going. One of the groups of sources of requirements could be a certification. So let's say you are either looking forward to getting ISO 27001 certified, which is an information security standard, or maybe you are already ISO 27001 certified, which means that you are required to comply with the clauses and controls of that standard. Maybe you're a fintech, and you're either storing or processing or transmitting cardholder information, in which case then the requirements of PCI DSS apply to you. Similarly, regulations. When it comes to regulations, every organization is subject to some regulations that have got to do with information security. Privacy as a focus area has gained a lot of attention from almost all progressive countries across the world, right? And EU GDPR, when it came up in 2018, created a lot of panic. It was followed by so many other regulations related to it. Even for that matter, in the Indian context, Indian PDPA is coming up. CCPA, which is along the lines of EU GDPR, has now become applicable to any organization that is working out of the California. If let's say you are a fintech, then RBI has got its own regulations. There are several more of them. So for example, let's say if you're using email gateways and SMS gateways for the sake of marketing or communication with your end customers, then in that case, TRAI regulations may apply to you. So these are the second group of source of requirements. Third is your own internal risk management activities, and you can typically club your risks that you identify, which result into some controls being implemented to these two, which is technology risks or operational risks. And then the fourth aspect is your clients. Strangely, I mentioned internal clients because whereas external clients are very obvious. These are the organization that you are serving. If you're a B2B, these are enterprises. If you're a B2C, then these are your retail users. But in the context of security, you have internal clients as well. To give you a few examples, like the most prominent client internally within the organization is your own sales team. The reason being, when sales team is, let's say, pitching to a new prospect, and they typically will be conducting security due diligence, that time the security team is the one that will be supporting the sales team to get the audit cleared, and so that the business side of things can be closed. So this is just one example that I gave you. Your other internal stakeholders are, for example, your finance team, which could have risk related, financial risk related aspects that need to be covered as part of your risk management, right? So these are the common sources of your requirements. Now, I am actually going way too fast through this, but then people who actually conduct these activities day in, day out, they will end up relating to this idea that how many different kinds of things the InfoSec team is supposed to take care of simultaneously, which results in the high volume that I spoke about earlier, and which ends up resulting in this notion that I hold that checklist is the best way of going about it, right? So having said that, these are some of the examples that I brought up so that people who could not relate things what I spoke of earlier, they can relate to as to what exactly are these sources that I was talking about specifically. Here I mentioned the regulatory ones or the risk assessment ones, or